this is a procedural um, with a character angle, and I think a lot of people sell you on that idea as an actor. And you know, when you're looking through pilot season, they say, "Well, this show's different. It's a procedural, but it's character driven." You're like, "Well, everybody's going to say that because that's the best of both worlds." And it's very, very rare that that's the case. So usually, a very character driven show, like Breaking Bad and Battlestar, and things that that you have to watch from start to finish, or you have the CSIs and the NCIs, which is just pure procedure. Sure, there's some character element in there, but you can tune into any episode at any time. It doesn't matter. You can catch a little mini movie. And we have both elements. And I think for Billy and Becca we represent the family. So we represent the character element of the show. And Molly is the thread that ties the two stories together. There's always going to be a crime to solve. There's always going to be a mystery. There's always going to be our procedure for each week, which is interesting, and that's what we tune in for. But there's this family element. And Molly is that thread that ties the two together. Becca and I we represent that family. And a multiracial family at that. She's playing a Mexican woman, our children are multiracial, so that's an interesting aspect to the show, one that we haven't seen a lot. And one that we don't beat to death, which I like. It's just, it is what it is. In fact, I don't think we've even addressed it directly so far as we are through 5 or 6 episodes. There's nothing that becomes an issue because it shouldn't be. It's just two people who fell in love, and so we bring that familial aspect to the show, and that's where some of the conflict lies. Some of the secrets that Billy's holding deals strictly with that family aspect. So we have that side.
Well, she seems to be very supportive of the fact she's a career woman too.
Yeah.
She doesn't just stay home and help him on the ranch.
Yeah, sure. I mean, he's supportive, but that also tends to create some tension. Two disparate characters in terms of personality. Billy's very stoic and traditional red-blooded American, cattle rancher. Kick your boots up, drink a beer, middle. And she's wearing, outfits straight out of the pages of Elle magazine. She's got big ambitions, and has this career that dabbles in the music industry, and she herself is a musician, a great singer, and she's now managing bands. So there's definitely these two disparate characters who come together, and that's sets us up for big drama.
It seems like they're going to be a strong core relationship. It's kind of fun, actually.
There is, yeah, which is important.
Yeah.
I think there are going to be a strong core relationship, which I think we need, and I think television needs, because it's easy to go for the drama and the conflict between two people, and it's nice to see a man and a woman with 2 kids in love with each other, in love with their children, in love with the idea of a family. I think it can still be interesting.
Yeah. Well, as you mentioned earlier, this kind of revisits the Battlestar background a little bit with you and Trish having worked together before. Yeah. How much fun is that to be restarred?
Brother and sister. Yeah, in a human form this time. Yeah, we kind of were brother and sister.
You're hoping it's all human.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't told you about the sci-fi bent of the show yet. That's a really interesting angle now. We're aliens. No, that's complete and utter, coincidence. Trish and I found ourselves both available this season, and we ended up on the same show together, which was just, I guess it would have been awkward if I played Dan. I think about it, because that would have been weird. Because she's like a sister, really. I mean, we play brother and sister. I've known her for so long. She's a dear friend of mine. She's a dear friend of my wife. And that would be really weird to have to do shower scenes with Tricia. So maybe it's better than to play her brother.
Well, does it make it easier kind of having that familial element already established?
Definitely, 100%. Yeah, it comes with a built-in shorthand. I know Tricia. I know her style. I know how she works. We're familiar with each other. We've spent time on set together, and now she has the opportunity to be the ringleader. She's number 1 on the call sheet, and number 1's on the call sheet. The lead in your show, they set the tone for everybody, and we're lucky to have her because it's trickle down.
She seems like she's a little fiery in real life, so it might be a little
She
fun
totally
to work
is.
with.
Exactly, but she's incredible. They threw a lot at her in a short period of time. It does. It starts with the top down, and they've thrown a lot at Tricia in a very short time, and nothing phases her. And, it makes our job easier.